This is Kristenpedia with our free tutorial series. In this tutorial, we're going to be discussing what you can find on Sunshine Review. Now you're going to see here we're very locally oriented. You can find anything on your state, county, or school districts. But we also have some broader subjects that we'd like to discuss. This is mainly the evolution of freedom of information laws within the states, state spending, especially in regard to salaries, state budgets, and taxpayer-funded lobbying. We also go into the latest transparency news. This could be either revelations of government corruption or steps that the government is taking to be more transparent. We also have links to the Sunshine community where you can figure out how you'd like to become involved. Last but not least, at the bottom of the page, we have links to Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. This is because we don't want to just talk at you, we'd like to hear back from you. So if you'd like to join us in any of those communities, that'd be great. We also have links to Ballotpedia and Judgepedia, our sister sites. Ballotpedia goes into information on citizen democracy, so referendum, initiative, and recall. And then you have Judgepedia, which breaks down judicial elections, judicial selection, and just basic information about judges. Now before I go any farther, I'd also like to draw your attention to this left-hand toolbar. And you're going to see that there's a section called Collaboration Tools. This is another way that you can become actively involved in Sunshine Review. You have Get Help, which will lead you to more tutorials, some of them printed, some of them are these video. If any of this is just too complicated, I'd also like you to know we have Fix and Error. Fix and Error is just a way where you can email us what you have found and we'll make sure to get back to it. We have also a calendar that keeps track of all the upcoming either website upgrades or when a new transparency law will go into effect, etc. And we always want to be adding to that, so that's an easy way to become involved. We also have Press Room and Contact Us, which I'll go ahead and click through to that. This will give you some basic answers to what Sunshine Review is doing and what we're up to. And I'll also give you all our contact information so you can always get in contact with us. Now I'm going to go ahead and go back to the main page. And we're going to take a look at one of these states. So I'm going to click on the States button, zoom out a little bit, and you're going to see here that there's a map of the United States, so you can find any information you want just by clicking through. I'm going to go ahead and click on Florida. And you're going to see here, see if I can zoom in a little bit. You're going to see here that we have a list of state, county, cities, and school districts in the upper right-hand corner. This will bring you to a complete list of all of those. There's also going to be a transparency report card. This gives you the overview of how the state is performing transparency-wise. It's important to note that for the state, we're just talking about the state website, not the state overall. We also have the overall transparency grade for Florida counties. You're going to see there's an I here because we haven't gotten to cities yet. And you're going to see that the schools transparency grade is also there. We also have the latest information on Florida news, and you can always click on more Florida news to hear more about it. And if we go a little bit farther down, you're going to see Florida government. Some of these lighter blue links, go ahead and zoom in. These lighter blue links link to our sister site Ballotpedia, which goes much more in depth on statewide government. You're also going to see links to all the counties. And you're going to see links to their evaluation pages over here. I'm going to go ahead and click through to the evaluation for Florida counties. And what you're going to see is that there's a chart. The chart gives the conclusion, so just the total number of those that are participating, those that are not. But you're also going to see a list of very specific grades for each county. So you're going to see what they are and are not posting. And if you like, you can always click through to the blue link and get an even more specific view of that county. So you can see here this has additional lobbying information. Now I'm going to go back to the Florida Hub or the Florida main page so we can explore some of our other links. Down here we also have information, like I said, on each state's spending. So you're going to see here what the Florida state budget looks like, what their accounting principles are, that's in the state budget page. You're going to see information on government salaries, and you're going to see information on taxpayer-funded lobbying, which commonly happens through a lot of associations in the state. You're also going to see the Florida Sunshine Law, you're going to see the Florida Open Meetings Law, and you're going to see a link to transparency legislation because, like I said, it's constantly evolving. Next, you're going to see local government. We've created a list on Sunshine Review of all the local officials and if they're elected or appointed and what they do, so you're always going to want to check that out. Next, we're going to go back to the main page. There's also a general overview of the Florida school system, and there's a list of transparency advocates, who's getting involved, what they're doing, and how effective they're being in the state. Now, go ahead, I'm going to zoom out. Information like this is available for every state you click on in Sunshine Review. And if you have any questions about what else you can find, please feel free to join us for one of our Wednesday webinars. They happen every Wednesday at 1 p.m. Central. And if you found this tutorial helpful, please consider contributing to Sunshine Review in order to help us maintain the site. We have a lot of other tutorials available, and I hope you enjoy them. Thanks.